During the week of August 11th, the University of Iowa played host to USA Diving's AT&T Senior National Diving Championships. Over 100 divers competed for 10 national championship titles, including former Hawkeye Deidre Freeman. Freeman, coached by Iowa diving head coach Todd Weichel, left the week-long meet with a silver and 2 gold medals. Freeman reflected back on the road leading up to this past week.
After I was done with college, I've been done for 2 years now, and the first year out I didn't really take my training as seriously as I probably should have, but then Bob retired and Todd came in last year, and he was really excited, and it made me really excited, and I wanted to learn, and I wanted to take my diving career further.
That passion is one of the key elements that Coach Weichel says has led to her success, despite some initial uncertainty.
She came in, she came to my office, and I didn't expect, I thought she was done. I thought she was going to retire. I had seen her dive at the Olympic trials, and she came to see me in my office and said that, hey, I'm really not interested in retiring. I'd like to keep going. Would you be willing to coach me? Well, of course I would be willing to coach her. So, I said, absolutely. And so almost immediately we hit it off, and it's been great. We just haven't looked back since.
During the past week, Freeman competed in the 1 meter, 3 meter, and 3 meter synchronized springboard events, each one with its own nuances.
1 meter, it's closer to the water, so you can't do as many tricks. So, basically everyone does the same dives, give or take a twister or two. Really, it's about getting vertical and hitting your entry on 1 meter. I did a pretty good job of that in the final. The prelim was a little rough for me. I missed one of my dives pretty badly, but the rest of my 4 dives were really, really good. And then in the final, I felt like I stepped it up.
While the former Hawkeye emerged largely successful from the championship meet, the competition was not without its stumbles. Both Freeman and Coach Weichel work in tandem throughout the year to make sure those stumbles don't get in the way of success.
I'm not expecting to miss the dive, but I'm also prepared mentally if I do miss it. So like today and semifinals, I missed my front pretty badly. It was below 40 points. And I was able to come back from that and do really well in my other 4 dives, which in college I wouldn't have been able to do because I hadn't figured out how to, carry myself mentally in my head in between dives.
That's kind of the crux of our job, is to get them to perform well. We can train all day and we can train technique and we can do all those things, but really at the end of the day it's about performing well. And in diving, as in many sports, your mental game is probably the most important thing. And that's something early on that we worked on.
The weeks of training certainly led to a successful competition here in Iowa City, and both Freeman and her coach are excited for what lies ahead.
The ultimate goal for her is to make the 2016 Olympic team. So that's really what we've been training for and what we're focusing on.
I still have a lot of room for improvement, and I'm going to get back in the pool. I'm going to take a little time off, and then I'm going to get back in the pool and just work really hard again, because I have worked really hard to get where I am right now, and so I'm just going to continue that because I feel like I still have a lot to do.